Hello, followers of my YouTube channel. Welcome to today's tutorial. In the last tutorials we have seen about image classifications from the starting point that how to download a satellite image or for land cover map preparations from different websites like Glovis as well as Ars Explorer, and we have seen the websites and how to download an image. Okay, so for today's tutorial we will see how to do make classifications after we have downloaded from those websites. Alright, so we have different methods of image classifications. It is better to see some highlights about methods of image classifications, and with Arc GIS spatial analysis extensions, a multivariate toolset provides tools for both supervised and unsupervised classifications. Therefore, we have supervised as well as unsupervised classifications. We can see more about supervised classifications, and also we can access also about unsupervised classifications. Okay, a lot about unsupervised image classifications. Therefore, this image classification toolbar provides a user-friendly environment for creating training samples and signature files used in the supervised classification. This supervised classification requires training samples. You should have training samples, and you should have also signature files. Okay, therefore you should have to collect data using this GPS, which is covered by it may be agricultural land, forest and the likes. So you should have to have training samples, and from these different supervised classification methods, maximum likelihood method of classification is the mostly used method. This maximum likelihood classification is mostly adopted. Therefore, to use this supervised classification, actually you should have to download your Landsat images. That's the data exploration and pre-processing stages are there, and should have to classification. You should have to select the image classification method. It may be supervised or unsupervised methods. Actually, this unsupervised method by itself tells us the software or the ArcGIS detects or by sensing its color. You see, by sensing its color. Therefore, rather than this unsupervised classifications, the supervised method is highly selected, because you should have to collect the real data from the ground, that is the training samples, and you should have to carry out your classifications. Therefore, for this tutorial you can use unsupervised classifications as well as the supervised classification methods, and after you have doing unsupervised classification, you should have to cluster. You should have to cluster your maps. But on the supervised classification, you should have to collect training samples, evaluating the training samples, and you can edit and creating the signature files, and finally we have joined on similar stages, that is examining this the signature files and editing the signature file. Finally you have applying the classifications, and one more thing that you are left is post classification processing. That means reclassifying your maps, okay, for more accuracy. So those are the main stages or steps in classifying Landsat images using the supervised and unsupervised methods in the ArcGIS. Therefore, for today's tutorial, we have land with land cover, which is downloaded from the Landsat 7, and we will combine the bands. We will see the image property, and we will combine those bands to see or to visualize our maps clearly. Alright, so the first thing is open your ArcGIS. Open your ArcGIS. Okay, this is a new ArcGIS window. Sorry. In this ArcGIS window, you should have to add your Landsat images or bands. Okay, so for this tutorial we will see how to illustrate or classify Landsat 7, or you can use Landsat 8 images instead, imaginary for land with land cover analysis using ArcGIS. Therefore, the first step here is adding the imaginary to ArcMap and setting the symbologies. That means we have a lot of bands. Okay, a lot of bands after you have downloaded and extracted the folder, so you may access different bands. For instance, for this tutorial, let us add or visualize our data from the desktop here. Alright, from the desktop, here is the image classification. This is the data. Those are the datas. Okay, those are the datas. So let us add band 1 up to 7 for visualization. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 is enough. Let us see this one. Alright, so we can visualize the maps. These Landsat images covered around Lake Tana. Okay, you can visualize those images in such a way, but those bands, if you see, does not tell us which area is forest, which area is water body, which area is urban areas, and agricultural agricultural areas and the like. Therefore, you should have to combine those 7 images or 7 bands to increase your visualization on the map. Okay, to increase your visualization on the map. Therefore, if you see those images, you can see such a black image. Okay, therefore, to increase your visualization on the map, you should have to combine those maps in one. After that, you may get a band which has red, green and blue color maps, and if you see this one, okay, we have added the 7 bands here. The 7 bands, band 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, it says it is enough. Therefore, to combine our map, to combine those 7 maps, you should go to this Arc toolbox. In data management tool, there is raster. Under raster, there is raster pre-processing and combine bands, it says. So you can combine your maps in such a way. And to do that, let us proceed to this Arc toolbox. Here is the Arc toolbox, and there is a data management tool here, and there is the raster. Okay, There is raster processing here. Okay, there is composite band. If you are double clicking it, you can access this window. After that, you should select each band one by one, or you can I hope select once. Okay, I say pressing control. Good. 5, 6, 7. Therefore we have provided those 7 bands: band 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And let us save our work under desktop. Okay, under desktop, which is let me say, let us create a new folder here. New folder image. Alright, under this you can give us this combined map, composite image. Okay, say save. We may have a large name, composite image. Good, we have this one. Then say okay. Okay, this error is happening due to the locations of our folder. Okay, let us use the default folder. Okay, let us save it on default folder here. Here composite image, image. It is due to my laptop. Okay, should have to, you can save on a folder what you what you want to save. Okay, let me save it. You see, it is now executing the composite band. Okay, let us wait. Now the composite band is now fully executed, and you can observe that you can somehow visualize your maps. Okay, your maps from this combined image. Also, you can uncheck those things, those bands, and you can visualize your image in such a way. Okay, you can see some rural areas under this. You see, those are the rural areas, and those are the rivers, and you can observe in such a way. So we have we have added, and we have combined the image, and after that we have get the combined image. So after that you can go to on symbology, and you can change the color ramps. For instance, you can observe the properties. This red, green and blue, it says red, green and blue. So it is on the red, green and blue composite. If it is not highlighted in such a way, you should have to adjust those things under the symbology tab. Good. Therefore we have done those things under this, and set the bands by clicking the small down arrow to the right of each channel. Select band 4 for red. You see band 4 is for red channel. You can see band 4 for red is band 4. You can let us see in such a way, and select band 3 for the green channel. For the green, band 3 for green. Okay, band 3 for green. This one is band 3. And for blue, select 2. Okay, select this 2. Therefore let us select 2 here in such a way. For red we have selected band 4. For green we have selected band 3, and for blue we have selected band 2. Then we may have additional information if we have we can visualize here. And the type here is standard deviation type, if you see. And we have n equals 2 in the legs. You can adjust those things. Okay, we can adjust those things. You can select this one is standard deviation methods, and let us make it as 2. Good. Then apply. Okay, now I hope it is very simple to classify our images. This is the composite band. If you see zoom to extent, simply we can visualize our maps. Okay, this is Lake Tana. You see, those are forest areas, those are the urban lands. This city is Bahardar, you know, the capital city of Amara region. This is the city. You see, so this is the Nile River, the Blue Nile River. This is the airports of Bahardar, and you can visualize agricultural land. Those are the agricultural land in the lakes. I hope it is interesting. So this is the first stage of land use land cover map preparation, which is combining or composite band preparations. So it is enough for today's. And if you have any questions, please put your question under the comment sections, and we will proceed starting from this one for the next tutorials. And don't forget to share as well as subscribe my YouTube channels. And it's better to learn a lot from these YouTube channels. Okay, sorry. You can also have some access on these image classifications, supervised as well as unsupervised image classifications in such a way what I have telling you before. So the supervised classification uses a spectral signature obtained from training samples to classify an image with the assistance of the image classification toolbar. You can easily create training samples to represent the classes you want to extract. You can also easily create a signature file from the training samples, which is then used by the multivariate classification tool to classify the image. Okay, multivariate classification. While the unsupervised classification finds spectral class You see, by its own method, it finds spectra class, that is similar spectra classes or clusters in a multi-band image without these analysis interventions. No more interventions of these specialists are required on the unsupervised classifications, because it does not need training samples. Alright, does not need training samples. So image classification toolbar aids in the unsupervised classification by providing access to the tools to create the clusters, capability to analyze the quality of the clusters, and access to classification tools. You see, therefore, after we have classifying our images both using the supervised and unsupervised classifications, should have to made reclassification, image reclassifications, and you can also see what image classification mean. Alright, image classification is. So it is enough for today, and thank you for your watching. Have a nice time. Bye.